Welcome to module number 3, understand how people and culture influence effective risk management. In the preceding modules, we looked into multiple perspectives, and now we're going to look into the people and cultural dimension of managing risks. So in this particular module, we would look into the following learning outcomes. Learning outcome 1 would be covered in session number 1, wherein we would describe why and how people and or cultural considerations influence risk management. Learning outcome 2 is covered in sessions 2A, B, and C, wherein we would be looking into how engaging stakeholders ensures effective risk management, how to address decision biases, how individual competence creates and combats bias in risk-based decision making. And learning outcome number 3 is covered in session 3, wherein we would analyze how the aspects of risk culture influence effective risk management. Session number 4, we would look into assessing how to establish or contribute to the right risk culture. And in session number 5, we would analyze solutions used to address common challenges. Let's move on to session number 1, wherein we would be describing why and how people and or culture considerations influence risk management. Overview of people considerations. Risk relies on people as individuals and in groups to work with foresight. It involves interpreting data and situations and making judgments, i.e. educated guesses under uncertainty. So there's a huge reliance on the judgment of people and the judgment of groups and their discernment. Risk should be taken with the intention of creating additional value. The management actions taken to mitigate potential intolerable effects on objectives must be the intention to protect value. Given that it is people making the judgments and taking the actions, risk management can never be successful if people considerations are ignored. People are at the heart of discernment and judgment to capture the risks. There are 4 principles of engaging stakeholders and creating a supportive culture are directly relevant to the people considerations in risk management. Depending on the objectives at risk, many different stakeholders can be involved in the management of risks and the decisions that risk information supports. Let's say, for example, if the objectives at risk are at the project level, then we might want to kind of look at engaging those stakeholders relevant to those objectives. Let's say if timeline delays is one of the objectives, if cost overrun or cost management is one of the objectives, we might want to kind of engage those stakeholders who are relevant to that particular objective. Each and every person may have a varying view on what is risky and why. So engaging the people and understanding the views is important. Risk management can seem very counterintuitive for some people. As people see risk differently, it can be challenging to get a common commitment to risk management within an organization. Nevertheless, the value which can be made by effective risk management compels leaders to build a supportive risk culture. However, the significance of a top-down mandate for risk management cannot be overemphasized. This is not sufficient in itself. There has to be a culture, there has to be a direction coming from the top of the organization. That mere top-down mandate is not good enough. There is a requirement to build risk management competence in individuals to gain benefit and to build shared values, knowledge, beliefs, and knowledge of risk management within teams. Now, this particular thing addresses the way to engage stakeholders, work with decision biases, build individual competence and shape a supportive